Hello, welcome to today's Alibaba.com USA webinar. Sell. Use our new AI tools to export and grow locally and globally. As you can tell, today's a really exciting topic. And so if you have any questions at all during this presentation, please use the Q&A box at the bottom of the screen to ask your questions. We will answer everything at the very end of the session, but you can input your questions at any time, and please use that box. My name is Jessica Chen. I'm a marketing manager here at Alibaba.com USA. I'm zooming in from New York. Today we have a really excellent presentation. Before we begin, I would like to first get to know you a little bit, so please bear with me with this brief poll. Here it is. There are only 3 questions, so let's ask first question. There we go. Okay. I wanted to ask about what you are looking to do on Alibaba.com. Hopefully, if you're here to learn about how to sell on Alibaba.com. So I want to know if you want to sell products, source products, both sell and source, or neither. Okay, well, I'm going to give you guys another 5 seconds. And alrighty. So it looks like you're here to both sell and source, which is really exciting. Hopefully we'll learn what you want to know from this webinar. And then finally, here we have a second poll question. Please tell us about your business. What kind of business are you? Are you a manufacturer, a wholesaler distributor, a retailer, or would you consider your business something else? As you can tell, these are the categories that we usually use for classifying our different sellers on our platform. Okay, so another 5-ish seconds. All right, so it looks like you're a retailer, which is really cool. There are lots of different use cases for retailers on Alibaba.com. And then finally, the last question is, what would you like from us? What are you looking forward to learning the most in this session? One is what AI tools can sellers use on Alibaba.com? Why B2B companies should use AI in their selling efforts, how to reach international markets using Alibaba.com, and why Alibaba.com is still one of the best choices for selling B2B online, especially because we are always trying to innovate new tools. So, all right, this question is a little bit more complicated, so I'll give you some extra time. All right, maybe another 5 seconds. Thank you so much for participating in our poll. This webinar series is held every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific time, and it's meant to educate people on how you can sell on Alibaba.com. All right, and poll. So it looks like the most interesting topics so far are what AI tools can sellers use on Alibaba.com, as well as how to reach international markets using Alibaba.com, which is always really exciting. So, yeah, moving on. Okay, so since we now know a little bit about you, here is a video to briefly let you know a little bit about us. Hope you enjoy.
Unleash infinite business opportunities with Alibaba.com, the world's largest online B2B marketplace. With over 40 million active buyers, 300,000 daily inquiries, important business deals are being made around the world all the time using our platform. Best of all, we take 0% commission on your sales. By signing up as an Alibaba.com supplier, you keep the money you earn, every single cent. Now is the perfect time to sign up. Professional onboarding services can get you started faster and with less stress than ever. Take advantage of classic Alibaba.com features, such as attracting buyers from over 200 countries and regions to your online store, where they can reach out with inquiries about your products. There's also no need to worry about language barriers. We translate your store messages into 15 languages so you can communicate with the world with ease. Proactively net orders by browsing and responding to sourcing requests on the Request for Quotation or RFQ market. Any relationships you gain from reaching out to sourcers on the RFQ market are yours. Finally, attain exclusive data-driven insights and 24/7 customer support from our team right here in the USA. We'll help guide you to success using proprietary insight gained from our over 20 years in online B2B sales. Because of these features, Alibaba.com has become the wholesale B2B platform trusted by US suppliers. Grow with us no matter your business type. Now it's easier than ever to start selling with our new flexible payment options. Let's make it easy to do business anywhere. Sell on Alibaba.com.
Hope you enjoyed that. Now I'm gonna go and explain a little bit about the contents of this talk. One is we're gonna first have Mattia Miglio, who's our Director of North American Business Development. He's gonna go over who we are, what we offer, how companies can grow at Alibaba.com, who our buyers are, and finally, like 3 pavilions that can help you grow on their platform. And finally, we'll have my other colleague, Brett, who's going to talk about our membership packages. So without further ado, let's welcome Mattia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yay.
Thanks, Jessica. How's it going?
Doing good. How are you?
Very good today. So we have a breaking news that I just see on my screen here. We have reached 1 million products today, thanks to our seller that used our AI tools on Alibaba.com. There are more than 10,000 sellers right now that in the last 3 months they have used our smart assistant AI tool to have a better profile, a better storefront, and post products. These are amazing numbers that we are very proud of. So let's deep dive today on how Alibaba.com can support US sellers to sell domestically and globally. Let me share my screen. So Alibaba.com is the leading B2B e-commerce platform for global B2B trading. We support customers, as I mentioned, manufacturers, brand owners, retailers, and wholesalers to expand their business globally. Through online storefront, business verification, request for quotation, promotional events, and direct inquiries, Alibaba.com provides B2B trading solution to reduce international trade barriers, helping companies to grow in new markets, launch new products, and sell domestically and internationally. Our mission is to make it easy to do business anywhere. Alibaba.com is the B2B e-commerce platform of Alibaba Group, a company listed on the New York Stock Exchange. We have platforms for China commerce, international commerce, local consumer services, digital medias and entertainment, innovation initiatives, logistics, and cloud. You're probably familiar with Tmall, that is the B2C in China, with Lazada, that is the platform, the B2C platform that support companies to sell in Southeast Asia. AliExpress, that is our global B2C platform that support companies to sell on a global scale. Trendyol for the Turkish market, and Daraz for the Pakistan market. And then we have different companies in China, and our wholesale in China is called 1688, that allows companies from China to source and sell in the Chinese market. We are part of Alibaba.com, that is the B2B e-commerce platform that supports manufacturers and brands and distributors to sell all over the world to retailers, importers, distributors, and wholesalers. Our company was founded in 1999 and was the first business unit of Alibaba Group. In 2009, we support 40 million members globally. In 2010, we upgraded into sourcing 2.0. Our platform went from an information exchange platform like the Yellow Pages to one-stop international sourcing platform. In 2015, we have launched the trade assurance in Asia, protecting all orders for product quality, shipment date when payment is made through Alibaba. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to use the Q&A box that you find at the bottom of this screen. And also, if you want to schedule a meeting with us, just scan the QR code on my right. In 2017, we have introduced the Super September, that is the biggest promotional event on Alibaba.com, where sellers launch new products and interact with millions of buyers. In 2018, we have introduced our first AI tool in our platform. Our platform is translating in 19 languages thanks to generative AI. In 2020, we have reached 75 countries and regions where companies use our platform to sell domestically and on a global scale. I'm from Italy and I started my journey in 2020. Just to give you an example, we were just few people at the Alibaba.com business unit. Today, we have more than 200 employees in 5 offices across Europe that support European sellers to sell on a global scale. In 2021, we have upgraded our platform, becoming sourcing 3.0 with new features like live streaming, true view, and virtual reality showroom. Last year, we have introduced our AI tool that I will tell you more in a few slides. Our smart assistant, but also we have invested in the biggest B2B e-commerce platform in Europe that is called Visible. What we offer, but why we are the B2B leading e-commerce platform all over the world, because of our numbers. We have more than 40 million active buyers, 200,000 suppliers. We cover 200 countries and regions, 5,900 categories, and our sellers posted more than 200 million products in our platform. As I mentioned, we support manufacturing brands to find distributors, retailers, import agencies. We are a no commission-based platform because the negotiation happens within the platform, but also outside the platform. In B2B trade, due to the volumes, due to the different regulations, to the logistic, but also to the needs of our sellers and buyers, the actual negotiation, logistic, and payment is done directly between the buyers and the sellers outside our platform. Many companies, especially here in the US, don't know that B2B commerce is 6 times larger than the B2C commerce. So if your company is already selling on in any of B2C platform, you should consider B2B trade because today it is booming, and I will tell you more in a bit. How we support companies. Companies can have their own storefront on Alibaba.com that follows their company, their corporate identity. They can post unlimited products on Alibaba.com. Creating a storefront in a B2B e-commerce platform is completely different from a B2C e-commerce platform because you will need to advertise your company profile, your certification, the capacity of your company, the production capability, the marketing support that you can give to buyers. There, as I mentioned, there's certification both of from the manufacturing point of view, but also from a product point of view. But also you will need to post video about your factory, about your offices, the number of employees, where you distribute your products. Also, we support companies with communication tools that now have been upgraded thanks to AI, to real-time translation. And we emphasize, we support companies and buyers to use different tools that I will tell you more, like the request for quotation or image sourcing directly on our platform. As I mentioned, your company can start the journey on Alibaba by creating a storefront. This is an example of a US-based company in the beauty sector, but it's been in Alibaba for more than 7 years. As you can see, is also here we have the information when the company was established, what kind of products, some pictures of the offices, of the manufacturing plants, the brand image, the story where the product are distributed, and so on. Our platform goal is to create trust between the sellers and the buyers. This is very important because in B2B trade, you are not buying just one product, you are buying in bulk. So if your company is interested to sell in bulk their products, Alibaba.com is the right solution for them. It is important in the storefront to communicate who you are, what you do, and which market and which certification your company holds. And then, as I mentioned, your company can post unlimited products on Alibaba.com. It is important to set the minimum order quantity, the timing of delivery, and the payment terms. As I mentioned, we are not commission-based platform, so we don't take any commission on sales. That's why the payment terms will be directly negotiated between the buyer and the seller using our communication tools, but also outside the platform. This is because in B2B trade, we create trust, but the negotiation, the contract, logistic, and payment, due to the volume, due to the complexity of B2B trade, but also buyers usually already have their contacts, procurement requirements that can be sent directly to the seller. These are some of the new generative AI tools for sellers that our platform has introduced last year, and that we have launched during the CES in Las Vegas last January. First one is the smart product listening. The second one is the smart product background. And also, as you can see, we have fully launched the LLM fully launched. To understand better this tool, let me share this video. Jessica, please let me know if you can hear this.
Hey, I don't think you're sharing the sound, Mattia, just letting you know. Hello, Mattia? I don't think the sound is sharing. I'm gonna have to like reshare.
Yep.
And then check the box.
I did, but I don't know. It's not. Yeah, because probably I have to do the full screen now. Yeah, I have to do the full screen. Sorry for this, guys. Let's start with the first video, the Smart Assistant.
There we go.
You're selling on Alibaba.com and you want to stand out, build trusted relationships, and stay ahead of market trends in a smarter way. Introducing Smart Assistant, our AI tool that leverages big data and sophisticated modeling techniques to support sellers like you who champion international trade. Here's how Smart Assistant puts your business management on autopilot. List your products and drive more traffic with better AI-generated product names, keywords, and descriptions. You can even use it to create professional images and videos.
Our handmade soy wax candle illuminates any occasion.
communicate better and gain more potential customers. With detailed buyer profiles backed by comprehensive market data, AI-aided responses to send to buyers, and a smarter RFQ marketplace that helps you find matching requests and auto-complete your bids. Optimize your products and spot market trends with product analysis and the latest market insights, so you're always one step ahead of the competition. Let Smart Assistant help co-pilot your business so you can manage product listings effortlessly, leverage market trends, grab business opportunities, and boost conversions. Sell the smart way with your Smart Assistant.
So this was the first video of our Smart Assistant, but now let's deep dive on two features that our Smart Assistant has. As I mentioned, this is the first one. This is the smart product listing on Alibaba.com. You can optimize, for example, the product name, and Smart Assistant will give you some examples of the product name and also the product description and the product keywords of these of your product. But also it can generate images based on your product, can create, as the video mentioned, professional images with different backgrounds, but also can generate video explaining better some features of your product. When you do this, please remember that a buyer is a B2B buyer. So they are looking to understand if your product will reach out to the final consumer, but also the information that you will need to post, and you have to check that our AI tool gives are specific information that the buyers is looking for. But it is different from what a consumer is looking from packaging, for the supply chain. It would probably will need to understand the different, if you are a producer, a manufacturer, what kind of suppliers you're using, where the product is made for. This will help you also because this product listing will become a new catalog for you. This catalog, you can use this catalog in your different channels. For example, during trade show. Tomorrow, I will be visiting Natural Product Expo here in Los Angeles when I'm based. This is a very good way. There are many companies that now are using the catalog on Alibaba.com as the main catalog to give away to buyers during trade shows. Also, if you are creating your B2B store in your website, you don't need these images will support your B2B your website and your B2B e-commerce and other platform also to interact with buyers, but also with a final consumer. The second tool that the Smart Assistant has, let's go through these, are the product insights. The product insights are very interesting because today our platform is a data platform. We support sellers to understand different markets, to understand, for example, the price, the purchasing trends, if the top selling countries, the keywords that our buyers are looking for. This is very important for you because you will be able to customize the product description, the product images, your storefront, your product listing based on this data. Also, it will make you understand, for example, you are looking to expand your business in Mexico. and you want to know what are the top selling products in this country. In this way, you will understand also the price range of the products. You will understand how other companies are marketing and what kind of features and certification they are posting to attract buyers. But also our data platform will allow you to understand that if there are if there is an opportunity for your product in a specific country. By sourcing the product in our platform, you will be able to understand if buyers are requesting for that specific product in a specific market, and which kind of buyer is looking for this product. If you schedule a meeting with us, we will go through what we call a discovery phase. We will check if your product is a good fit for Alibaba.com. So we will see if there is an opportunity and in which countries there is an opportunity. Also, if you already have a distribution in different countries, our membership will give you the possibility to have 5 sub-accounts as a starting point. So you will be able to give these sub-accounts to your agent, distributor, offices all over the world, and they will receive an increase of that market directly on their profile. Also, Alibaba.com sellers have the possibility to download the Alibaba.com seller app. You will receive a notification if a buyer is sending you an inquiry, or if some requests for quotation based on your filter are posted in our platform. Our platform, as I mentioned, is a lead generator platform because the negotiation can be done within our platform or outside the platform. You will be able to interact with buyer in a passive mode and in an active mode. From the passive mode, you will have to respond to the buyers from 200 countries and regions. During the discovery phase, we will tell you how many buyers are inquiring that product in the last 30 days in Alibaba.com. So you will understand if Alibaba.com is a good fit for your company. It is very important that the answer to the buyers are done in a 24 hours range. Because all sellers, buyers can source seller based also on the star rating system that we have introduced in our platform. To onboard in our platform, all companies need to pass a business verification, and Brett will tell you more about this. So you will need to send, for example, the company certificate, your ID will be checked, a company, an electricity bill or a phone bill. So we will check if your business is legit. Why? Because this is very important, as I mentioned, to create trust between the sellers and buyers both ways. Then you will enter the star rating system. So you will receive a different star based on different data. For example, the time that you are answering to these inquiries that you will receive from our buyers, but also on how many products, the quality of the products based on the feedbacks you will receive from buyers based on your advertising campaigns. So our algorithm will create a star rating system for you. This is important because buyers, when they will check your profile, they will check for the star rating system that the platform will give you. More stars you have, more possibility and more visibility you will have in our platform. The active mode is to send quotes directly to a request for quotation. Buyers can post requests for quotation in our platform. You can filter these requests for quotation on a daily basis on Alibaba.com RFQ market, and you will be able to answer. Each membership will give you we will give you a number of quotes that you can send to the buyers. Usually, buyers have specific requirements. So not only in terms of a product description, of a certification, but also on the time of delivery and so on. So it's very important that you set your filters, that you check your request for quotation on a daily basis. Our buyers post more than 20,000 requests for quotation daily. So it is important, again, that you actively engage with our platform. B2B trade is very different from B2C. So you need to actively operate in the platform, and we will support you during your membership with education, with our account management team to really understand how to use our platform. Our communication tool, as I mentioned, you can interact with buyer in a passive mode, so you will receive inquiries in our smart assistant, and you can, thanks to AI, you will be able to engage with the buyers, send quotes, and also you can request our smart assistant to support you in different languages to create appealing quotes, and also to understand better the buyer's need. Request for quotation. This is an example of a request for quotation. You can even see on the right. It's very important you set the filters. First of all, RFQ is the best way that our platform has to create business. During the discovery phase, if you schedule a meeting with us, we will give you some examples of requests for quotation based on your product and based on your industry, so you have a better understanding of a request you receive. For example, these two requests for quotation, you can see the first one is from Germany, the second one is from Chile. So it is a very good way to expand your business, to find new distributors, retailers, importers from our 200 countries and regions. Also, you can interact with buyers with live streaming. Alibaba.com organizes different trade shows during the year based on the industry, but also based on a global scale. I mentioned Super September, and today I will introduce you also to March Expo. TrueView is a very good way to promote your products. Is a live feed that will enable buyers to interact directly during your live streaming with buyers. Tomorrow, as I mentioned, I will be visiting Natural Product Expo. Probably there are many sellers there that are using the live streaming directly from the trade show to interact with buyers all over the world. We expand the possibility of your company to reach out to our global audience. And in some cases, based on the membership, you will be able to show your factory thanks to VR to the buyers. These really create trust between the buyers and the sellers. In Alibaba.com, we have many promotional events. For example, March Expo, Super September, we have Industry Online Trade Show, and we create pavilions that are additional marketing exposure for companies within Alibaba.com. Just to give you an example, there are countries pavilion on Alibaba.com. If you go on the footer of Alibaba.com, you will find, for example, the US pavilion, the Italian pavilion, the French pavilion. These pavilions are pavilions of national-based companies that are promoting and sell their products in Alibaba.com to global buyers. These are some of the events that our platform organizes. For example, Super September, but 2 weeks ago we started with
Walk with us.
with a March Expo. I give you an example of Super September.
Walk with us into Super September 2023, the biggest B2B sales event of the year on Alibaba.com. Save your time with enhanced sourcing tools and services from product discoveries through supplier communications to delivery, so you can always have a tailored, efficient, and streamlined sourcing experience on Alibaba.com. Global B2B trading made easy with sure savings, smart sourcing at Super September 2023.
We have also many new features that are supported by AI that really will help your companies to participate to these global events that are hosted on Alibaba.com. I asked Jessica to share a playlist of our YouTube channel in the chat box. Here you can find all the AI features that really, I really invite you to go through all the videos, because you will understand better how to onboard on Alibaba, but also how to participate to this global event. As I mentioned, a B2B platform is very different from a B2C platform. So it will be important for your company to understand how the platform works, how the star rating system works to gain visibility, but also you will need to follow our educational program that is called ASTE. This program will give you insights on how to perform in our platform, how to interact with our buyers, and how to gain more visibility. Our platform is a no commission based platform because we don't take any commission on sales. You will need to purchase a membership, and Brett will tell you more about our memberships. But also you will need to promote your storefront and your products on Alibaba.com using search engine marketing. We have different advertising tools like the premium sponsor ads, the keywords ads, but also these are but also the smart marketing campaigns. All these advertising tools will support your company to gain visibility in our platform. If you search for a product on Alibaba.com, the first result that will appear are companies that have purchased the premium sponsor ads, followed by keywords ads, and followed by free organic search results. It is important to understand that the free organic search results are usually companies that have a better star rating system, that have been in our platform for different years. In B2B trade, I will tell you more in the following slide. Negotiation, but also the business takes longer than B2C, because you are negotiating contracts probably of thousands of US dollars with logistic terms, payment terms, but also to understand what the buyers are looking for, how the platform works. It takes time. Think about going to a trade show. If you go to a trade show just once, you will probably gain a boost at the last row at the trade show. Year after year, you will gain more visibility. Buyers will recognize your brand, will recognize you in the catalog. So it takes time. That's why if you search for US brands or European brands, you will see that these brands have been in Alibaba for many years. The most successful sellers on Alibaba.com have been in Alibaba.com for more than 3 years. It will be very important also for your company to understand that Alibaba.com is not just a B2B commerce platform to sell. Many big companies are using Alibaba.com, but also medium-sized companies and small companies are using Alibaba.com not only to sell, but for our data. I give you an example of an Italian seller, Barilla, that you probably know is one of the biggest pasta producer in the world, but is using our platform for the data that our platform has, because in this way they have a real-time data of the buyer's behavior, the pricing of their product in different countries. This is the usual 2 years growth path that a company based in the US encounters in Alibaba.com. From the start, where the onboarding happens, thanks to the membership that we will introduce you today, you will have a full onboarding support by our account management team based here in the US. In the US, Alibaba.com has 3 offices, one in Sunnyvale, one in Los Angeles, and then one in New York. So our account management team will support you with the business verification, with the onboarding, with creating the storefront and posting the first 50 products. After onboarding, where your storefront is set, you will need to set up your keywords, your KWA advertising. With the membership that we will present today, you will have 500 USD in KWA already included. They usually are enough for the first months of your membership. This will allow you also to get a star rating and to improve your visibility and to interact with our buyers. After a few months, what we call the acceleration, our team will support you to understand and to understand your storefront, your analytics. And after 1 year, usually the first concrete orders arrives. So it is important to understand that Alibaba.com is a long-term engagement. We're looking for companies that understand B2B trade and they want to expand their businesses on a global scale. We have many examples of success stories, so I encourage you to go to our YouTube channel, that is Alibaba US Sellers. You will find many success stories. interview many of our sellers that can really give you a concrete point of view of why they choose Alibaba.com and how they're using Alibaba.com. Many of you ask us who are our buyers. Our buyers choose Alibaba.com because we are a platform created to meet the buyer journey, from find buyers, select product, visit storefront, negotiate, to complete the order. Our buyer journey is set up in a way that buyers can really find the products they are looking for. And sellers will need to understand the buyer journey to have a better chance to get orders and in different countries. Our platform has seen a huge boom in recent years due to the change of the buyer's behavior. Now buyers are looking for a platform that allows digital interaction, that is very customer-centric, that has real-time information, that has automated process, and also that shorten the time of the negotiation between buyers and sellers. These are the reasons why 40 million active buyers in the platform every month log in our platform, because of the speed, because of the no commission, because of the digital procurement, because of a vast product catalog, but also because B2B trade has changed in recent years due to the current international situation, to the high logistic cost, to inflation, and also buyers are now looking for local products, They're looking for differentiate their procurement. We all experience COVID, so you understand how it is crucial today to have different suppliers in different regions of the world, because something will not happen like that, but during to the international situation, it is better not to take risk, to have a vast global supplier catalog, and to interact with different buyers. Many company ask us why a buyer should choose a US sellers, and when the price is higher, because now, as I mentioned, buyers are looking for local products, for quality products, and our platform is designed to support a local procurement, and a near procurement, and a diversified procurement in different countries. I mentioned that we have a star rating system where we validate all our sellers to create trust, but we also validate the buyers. We have 5 different levels of buyers, from level 1 to level 5, and these levels are based on the business verification that these buyers need to follow, but also based on the feedback that we receive from our sellers. If they're sending inquiries, if they're answering to their inquiries, if they're posting requests for quotation. And in some countries, also buyers are using our trade assurance that will verify if they are making orders in our platform. As I mentioned, during the discovery phase, we will analyze if your company and your product are a right fit for Alibaba.com. And we also check, thanks to our data platform, which countries are looking for your product. On a global perspective, these are the top buyer distribution in Alibaba.com. As you can see, we have 19 countries in the top 20, and we'll tell you why is missing number 20 in a bit. As you can see, number 1 is the United States, because the platform was created in 1999 to support Chinese sellers to sell here in the US. So our buyer community, the 70% of our buyers are from the United States, followed by North American countries, European countries, Middle East countries, and Southeast Asian countries. Number 20 is China, because our platform is a platform that supports also companies to sell to China based on the product, but we are not the platform that support companies to sell to buyers in China. Based on your product, we will check if this is the case for your product. So our buyers are trading company, distributors, retailers, manufacturer, buying offices, brokers. We have from micro buyers to large buyers, from the biggest retail chains here in the US and Europe, but also micro buyers. As I mentioned, we have invested in the biggest B2B e-commerce platform in Europe, and will allow us to enlarge our buyer community also in Europe. Buyers are looking for customized product and as well as standardized products. So branded and unbranded products can be sold in our platform. Our platform is not a platform for services. So if you have a finished product, our platform will support your global scale. If you have a service, it's very difficult to perform on Alibaba.com. Many services are not allowed on Alibaba.com. As I mentioned, we are here today also to introduce an additional marketing exposure for your companies. We have a New York pavilion, the California pavilion, and the Beauty from US pavilion. Why we've chosen these pavilions to start with here in the US? Because we have many sellers from New York, California, and in the beauty industry that want to join, but also because our data show that there are buyers that are looking for a product made in New York, made in California, and especially for beauty products in the industry. This additional marketing exposure will give your company the possibility to have included in the membership an onboarding support, but also during the year an ongoing support. You will benefit of additional marketing exposure. You will enter not the pavilion, you will enter Alibaba.com as a global platform. The pavilion are just additional marketing exposure for your company. You will also receive exclusive market reports. How to enter, how to onboard in this project, just scan the QR code here on my right and schedule a meeting with us. And as I mentioned, we will go through the discovery phase. We will check if your product and your company is a right fit for Alibaba.com. I hope that this was interesting. I, again, remind you, if you have any question, to use the Q&A button. And now let's go. I see some many questions. How much does it cost? Now, Brett, I leave it to you to introduce our membership package.
All right, appreciate it, Mattia. We'll go ahead and get the PPT back up on the screen. Again, my name is Brett. I am from the local Alibaba.com USA supplier service team. Basically, we're responsible for supporting USA suppliers throughout their seller journey on the platform. All right, so we'll take a look at the first page. The membership package on Alibaba.com. So besides all of the features and benefits that Mattia discussed earlier today, I'm going to briefly cover some highlights. The first one is product listings. On Alibaba.com, you can list an unlimited amount of products. So there's no restriction on product listings. With the product listings, you also get a storefront so you can better present your company, organize your products how you'd like. There's also a bunch of data analytics on who's visiting your store, traffic to keywords on Alibaba.com in general. You also can set up sub-accounts for your staff if you'd like more than one person to be accessing and operating your account. Up to 5 people can do that. Again, 0% commission on sales on Alibaba.com. There's also a feature called product showcases where you can select your 20 top products to showcase, and then the platform will automatically boost the traffic to those showcased product listings. The membership package we're looking at also includes up to 40 responses to RFQs per month. So this is really essential. The RFQ market is a great place to find business opportunities that you may never have found if you just left it up for the buyer to come and directly inquiry with you. A lot of our larger purchases on Alibaba.com go through the RFQ market because the buyer wants to reach out to multiple suppliers and basically see what the options are for them before they decide to move forward with the supplier. So definitely participate in the RFQ market. And then finally, keyword ad spend. This membership package includes $500 in keyword ad spend. Again, very essential on the platform. It's a great way to get your products listed on the first page of the search results. And we are here to help you strategize to figure out the best way to advertise on the platform, as well as explain the different options available to our USA suppliers. All right, we'll take a look at the next page. All right, so for onboarding, for this package, it includes the 60-day start service. So this is basically Alibaba.com's free onboarding service where we're here to help you create up to 50 product listings, as well as get your storefront set up and designs by our in-house designers. So we highly recommend to use this onboarding service because we'll help you get your products set up if you're selling in a particular category that has, you know, additional requirements for certifications and whatnot. We'll help guide you through that process, and we'll give you basic platform training and basically be here to answer any questions that you have, support you in any way we can so you guys get set up and off to selling in as short of time as possible. Beyond that, beyond the onboarding process, we're here to support our sellers whenever we need it. So we have training courses every month. If you'd like to join those, it's run by the head of account management here at Alibaba.com on the USA team. It's a really great resource to talk to the head of account management, get his input, see the different training insights that he's offering on the e-courses. But again, we also have a bunch of self-service material available to sellers 24/7 if they want to figure things out on their own. We'll go to the next slide. Next slide, please, Jessica. All right, beyond that, again, I mentioned earlier, you have access to a whole bunch of data on the platform. That includes keyword trends. You can see the traffic index for the different keywords that you use to list your products. It includes, of course, a backend for CRM, so you can manage all your communications with customers. You can easily manage your product listings. You can live chat with your customers. You can also reply to messages afterwards via the platform. We also have an app that you can download so you can easily reply to your customers as soon as they send you a message. We also offer trade assurance, which is basically an escrow, a payment escrow service. So this way, Alibaba can hold on to the payment as a third party until the order is complete in order to protect both the buyer and seller when they transact. That service is available between US buyers and US sellers only currently. We also have a bunch of different tools to help you market, and then you can also exhibit at online trade shows that we run throughout the year. As well as get an opportunity to join one of the pavilions that Mattia mentioned earlier. And we'll check out the last slide. All right, so the requirements to join. So this package, the annual standard membership package, it is $3,488 annually. Once you make payment, you have to apply for business verification. So the business verification process is pretty straightforward. You just provide your state business registration certificate. You provide a proof of access document, proof of phone number document, proof of bank statement for proof of bank account ownership. And then if you want to do online verification, you have to provide an ID of the business's legal representative. If you don't want to provide an ID, then you can do the phone call verification, which takes a little longer and requires you to answer a phone call from the business verification team. All right, next slide. All right, so just to briefly go over the steps, the first step is to go to the pricing page. We'll share that link in the chat. Again, once you select your membership, we'll require you to create an account. So this is important. If you already have a buyer account on Alibaba.com, we highly recommend to create a new and separate seller account. It'll just be a lot easier to manage your operations as a seller with a separate account. So create a new account for your seller account, for your supplier account, and then proceed to the last step, which is payment. We'll go to the next slide. Once payment is made, you'll receive a system email asking you to submit business verification. So just click on that button, submit your business verification, and then continue to monitor your email and monitor your phone. We'll reach out to show you the next steps and then guide you through the process. If there's any issues during the business verification process, our team will reach out to address it. All right, I think that's it for me. I'm going to hand it back to the team for Q&A.
Thank you so much, Brett. Okay, so I don't see any questions in the Q&A box. It's not too late to ask, but if you would like to, you can. In the chat, I've shared the link that you can click on to talk to Mattia after this if you would like, as well as some other ways to stay connected to us. I think I already shared the Smart Assistant playlist if you want to check out that as well. And finally, I have one more thing. If you want to check out future events, you can go to this link. basically we have these seller webinars every Wednesday at the same time at 2 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. Pacific. So if you want to check out what the future ones for the rest of the month, they're right here. Any questions? If not, then I guess we can sign off. All right.